I am Grady Culhane in the CapeCod.com News Center, joined today by a special guest who's going to be talking to us about the Westminster tournament with various dog-related challenges. Can you introduce yourself for our listeners?
Linda Valente.
All right, awesome. And can you tell us? Can you introduce your companion as well?
I can. Her name's Tessie. She just turned 9, and she's a rescue dog from Arkansas.
All right, awesome. So yeah, I wanted to ask you a little bit more. So recently, you've gone through what I've been made aware of is quite the arduous process to sign up for the Westminster Challenge for agility specifically. Is that right?
It is. It is. You have to overnight your entry. You cannot have it get there any earlier, or they will not open it. You can only put 2 entries in one envelope, and when you overnight it, you have your choice. It can get there at 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock. And my friend that I entered with, we chose 8 o'clock, and it was a good thing because I heard that it filled up in an hour.
Wow, it's a very in-demand kind of tournament then. Well, then
It is. They
congratulations
take the
for
first 700 dogs.
wow. Okay, so it's quite a high bar you have to clear, as well as I guess it's a test of administrative qualities as well as dog training ability. But it is it's awesome that you were able to get in there. Are you excited? What's your reaction? Is this
Oh my
from the
gosh.
background I'm seeing here? It doesn't look like this is your first rodeo. But
It's
can you?
just amazing. Yeah, I'm so excited. I couldn't even believe we got in. But we started this journey when I first got Tessie. We started in obedience, and
Hmm?
usually that's where people start. And she hated it so much that she would not even go into the building. So I had to carry her into the building. And my friend suggested to me, she said, "Well, why don't you try agility with her? That might be her thing." So we went to try it, and sure enough, she took right to it. And she likes it so much that now I have to carry her out of the building.
We were talking a little bit off the mic before, and you were definitely offering a fun comment. I thought, which was thank goodness she's not a Saint Bernard. Uh,
Yeah, she weighs about 40 pounds, so I'm thankful she's no larger than that.
That is good. She's looking a little tuckered out in the background over there. She's sitting in her throne that she seems to have set up for. Excellent.
She
Good
is.
for
That's
her.
her throne, and we had a trial this weekend, so she's pretty pooped.
Oh, I understand. So yeah, what is the training regimen that has to go into this? Is it every day, day in, day out? Are there rest days? How much science is involved? Can you just kind of let us know for people who aren't familiar with dog training for agility?
Well, you have to condition the dog. You can't just like get out there and run, or you're going to have problems. So every day we kind of do something in the backyard, a little running. We go to class every week. I've been going to a class with these friends of mine for jeez, years, years, and all of us go together and we have a great time. And we practice like I say, every Friday, and then about once a month we go to competitions. And that just, in between times, doing some tricks and doing some things at home just to keep her moving because she is 9. So, you got to keep all the muscles, going.
Mhm.
And then we stretch before a run. You have to stretch, and you can't just get out of the crate and go run. That would be very bad. But yeah,
Mhm.
it's a fun thing. I mean, she loves it. It's good exercise for her. It's good mentally. Um, it's good for me too because I have to run with her.
Well, it's a mutually beneficial agreement is what I'm
Yes.
gathering here then. Yeah, that's very interesting. It's always great to see the kind of extra care that goes in behind the scenes. How did you first get involved in this as well? Did you have previous dogs that you also did tournaments with, or is this the first time that you've been going in with this sort of thing?
She's my very first one, and I
Wow.
did not even know what agility was. It was the furthest thing from my mind. When my friend said you might want to try it, I said, "Okay, what is it?" So this is all new to me. And when we first started out, we went to our first trial in 2019, and she won a ribbon. And I looked at her and I said, "Okay, let's just see how far we can go with this." So as long as she's having fun, I'm still going, she's still going. That's the name of the game, is fun.
That is a good attitude to have, actually. I respect that a lot. Definitely makes it a little bit easier to kind of deal with everything healthily, especially I'm sure the competition is tough every
Oh,
now and then. So this is going to be it's in the later spring, so you have some time now. Are you just going to be training right up until then with Tessie, or is there going to be like a rest period just before, or does she get nerves? Does she know it's coming, or?
well, we went to a trial this last weekend. We'll go to
Mhm.
one more in April, and that'll kind of get us both into trial mode. And then we'll go to class every Friday, but not the Friday before. Give her a little rest there. And she knows when we pack up the car and go, she's like, "Meh." But once we get close, she knows and she gets so excited. She starts screaming. She's yelling like, "Okay, I know what we're gonna do." And she gets very excited. So it's it's a good thing to see her happy.
That is awesome. Yeah, I can even tell my dog is magically able to tell when it's vet time. So, and he'll lay like a lump as well as bath time. Two of his least like things. So that's very interesting. I mean, it seems like as well is. You were not to it's unfortunately there was the span where we had COVID-19, a major challenge for a while. You said you started in 2019. Was there a lull for a while? Like, what did it look like for you during that time?
There was, there was no classes, no trials for a while, but as soon as we could come back, they said we could come back and wear masks. We were back there.
Mhm.
So many people were just chomping at the bit because we missed, so much time. And so we would run with masks on. And that presented a challenge because when you're giving your dog commands, they've got to hear you and you've got this mask on and you're muffled a little bit. So that was a real challenge.
Oh.
So we were happy when the masks went away.
Yeah, it is. I can understand that a lot now. I forgive me, my mind is going completely off its rocker. I can only picture Tessie wearing a mask over her dog
Yeah.
snout now to be extra safe. But that's really interesting. It's good that you stuck with it, and congratulations once again on getting
Thank
into
you.
this. We're going to be rooting for you.
Thank
Is
you.
there? That's about all the time that we have. But is there anything else you wanted to highlight for our listeners while we still have you?
Well, it's May 11th, and it's a really fun thing to watch. The preliminaries, I believe you can watch on the Westminster Kennel and then the finals that evening will be televised on AKC TV. But I'm so thankful we got in, and I'm so excited because this is like the Super Bowl of agility, and I never thought we'd get this far. So I'm just very excited.
Oh, you love to see it. Yeah, that's awesome. Congrats again. So as
Thank
well,
you.
if you win, is there going to be some delicious treats afterwards for the both of you? Can I know what the diet is allowed to be for this dog, or is
If we win, she can have anything she wants.
we're going ribeye, and then
Yeah.
it's going to be just a delectable evening, and unfortunately, also the last meal, presumably by virtue of the unhealthy nature of human food for dogs. But no, that's awesome. Congratulations again. I thank you very much for having this conversation with me, and good luck to the both of you.
Thank you very much.